Hey there, fellow invokers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Death Cult, episode 22, Shambler Shards. So we still want to finish the wall project. We have just a few sections left. We're only a few chunks away from being done with that. And then some bedrooms just for the new joiners. You are going to need, I don't know, heavy SMG? That works for me. So the next project, what do you guys want to do? What to do next? I can either try to obtain anomaly shards, or I can build a xenogene lab. One or the other. I want to do one of those two things, so you can pick between them. So, thank you for voting. So the anomaly shards would allow me to build a serum lab to bring Moxie back from the dead, and potentially Major Mildew, but I think Major Mildew would be hostile to us, but we can still attempt that too. I don't mind. And then the Xenogene lab would allow us to start scanning the colonists, and also it would allow us to scan like fish pickles too. So if we wanted robust, we could potentially scan it off of fish pickles. But yeah, scanning the everybody in the colony for genes that would be worth implantation. Now, one thing that is most obviously absent from this base, which isn't part of this poll, is any semblance of defense apart from just having a bunch of hungry armored ghouls. How would I rate Anomaly DLC? It's hard to say. I think it's for its replayability to RimWorld, because a lot of its mechanics are built on... There's a few parts of Anomaly that I think are amazing, but because a lot of it is its primary benefit is due to the mysterious nature of Anomaly, it has lower replayability than other DLCs. I would say Ideology is the most, because there's so many ideological combinations and precept combinations that increase replayability. And Biotech adds a lot of content and a lot of replayability as well, with all the genes and species and all that. That Anomaly is definitely the lowest of its replayability, but it also introduces a lot of other really beneficial aspects as well. So, I don't think that there is a bad RimWorld DLC. So compared to the others, I think it's the weakest, maybe. But compared to any other DLC of any other game, it's a 10. So it's kind of hard to rate it in that way, right? Like, it's an amazing DLC. It's just not an amazing DLC for RimWorld. It's a good DLC for RimWorld. Does that make sense? I hope I've clarified enough. But if you want more justification for that, I'm happy to provide. Hey, bud. Now, one of the features, without spoiling too much, that I like Anomaly very much is the mysterious joiners. People like Carthrain. There is a huge variety of people that will mysteriously join, and you don't know why they joined until they do. And I think it's a 10/10 addition to RimWorld. So even if you don't particularly like Anomaly at all, it would be very hard to argue that that isn't like a terrific feature of RimWorld. Microelectronics is done. Awesome. You guys want me to try to obtain additional Anomaly shards. Got it. And I'm going to have you vote on next research. So beer brewing, psychic brewing, toxifier generator, tube TV, gunsmithing, prosthetics. Don't I already have prosthetics? No, I don't. Geothermal, multi-analyzer, drug production, or standard mech tech. There you go. And with the, I could opt for a high-tech research bench now, so I think that's what I'm going to jump to. Ha! There's fire outside, and it can't really spread to us now. So it looks like geothermal seems to be the popular option. I will queue that up. But I won't decide necessarily until the timer's up. So there's always time to sway it one way or the other. There we go. So now we have some new bedrooms. And as I said, I kind of want to get rid of this bedroom altogether, so I'm going to nuke it once Brandy's bed is moved. I might not nuke it in the... well, let's lay out some additional bedrooms. Because we are trying to recruit Baz, so it's really only a matter of time until Baz joins. And then... the last bedroom can be a 4x6 going this way. Just trying to plan ahead for what we'll need as a growing colony. And Weirling, congrats on winning the poll, by the way. I failed to even mention that. If you ever want to rename yourself, there's a channel point redemption for those that have won raffles to rename yourself. We only have a tiny little section left to be walled up. So we're just about done with that. So what I will do is change the inside zone accordingly. Jack had another crisis of belief. Man, that kid changes his mind. Well, a kid changing mind. Yeah, that's synonymous. That checks out. So here's the inside zone. I don't need Area 1. And I don't need slaves either. Inside and fishbowl works fine. Wait, what did you just embrace? A cannibalistic one? Oh, lovely. What a fun child. What a fun genie to have in my prison. Like, you know what? I'm bored of my old ideology. I want to try human flesh. Too bad, kid. No flesh for you. Alright, some of the other things we can get rid of is this wall. This wall was built here to prevent damage to the temple, but now the temple's inside walls. In fact, everything's inside walls. This is enclosed now. There's one other thing I wanted to do, and it is to get rid of the trees that are hugging the doors here, so that there can't be anything growing adjacent to the doors, because that could be really annoying. And then to put up stacks of sandstone there. So this stockpile, I guess, will just be for our all chunks. That's okay. So let's update that. Yep, no, it's already done. So not slag, just chunks. And this is slag. So slag and chunks. So this will be sand, stone, blocks 1. And the reason is if I need to wall up the doors, I will have sandstone right where I need it. So copy the settings, copy the name, and stick it over here for 2. Over here for 3. And here for 4. So that will be really powerful to have for manhunters and the like. Hosting prisoners. 5 prisoners, 20 days. Pretty good payout. So I'll have you decide this. Should we host prisoners? Host 5 prisoners for 20 days. So the real issue is, like, are they paralyzed? Blood rot. They will require daily treatment. So, yeah, I mean, it will hurt our heal root immensely. Yeah. So that's food for thought. I would probably need to start heal root farming right now, and we might not even have enough medicine for them. So that's a bit of a concern. Would chronophagy undo the mental damage once done? So if you take a look at Carthrane's Crumbled Mine, a little spoiler here. Actually, a big spoiler. So don't listen if you don't want to know how to cure Crumbled Mine. The condition is incurable. That means it can't be cured with Luciferium, can't be cured by Vampirism, can't be cured by Healmech Serum, but there is a way to cure it. Do you know? The way to cure it, well, there's 2 ways to cure it. One is a special ritual, which I won't reveal at this moment, but we did obtain a book about said ritual. Just to give you a hint, it would be this book's ritual, the Death Refusal. The other one is Resmech Serum. So the way to cure it would be to cut his head off and then to bring him back to life so that he has a new brain. That's the only way to cure him. So we could make an effort to try to cure him. It's up to you guys. But no, he can't be cured any other way. Okay, spoilers are over. I should have like some sort of symbol of like, I'm going to reveal spoilers while my hand's up and then when I put my hand down. Maybe I'll do that in the future. I'll try to remember. All right, 1 more minute to vote for the prisoners. And we are nearly done with the beds. So, Brandy, this is your new bed. It's higher quality. You're welcome. Would an AI chip in the brain sidestep the problem? AI chips are not vanilla, so no. I'm talking vanilla solutions, not modded ones. Ooh, that's close. You guys need to do some hunting. Was this a... Oh, it's Bowcode. Yak attack! Is that a 7? Yeah, that's 7. Wait, I did that wrong. No. No, I was doing that wrong. I'm really good at math. I'm not. All right, so we have a few extra bedrooms to accommodate some extra people when they join, which is nice to have. I'm just trying to illuminate the area a bit. And then I'll start working on a ritual for shards. I've not forgotten, just wait until the bedrooms are done. You guys don't want the prisoners? I agree. If they didn't have blood rot, I would consider it. But given that they have blood rot, very, very expensive. There was also the Friends in the Crosshairs. I'm going to reject that too. The payout is horrible. So, that don't make sense. Almost done with the bedroom renovation addition, whatever you want to call it. Ooh. Whirlig just duped himself, accidentally. Hey, ghouls! Guess what? It's mealtime. I like how GMT was like, oh, yeah, let me get involved. Dummy. Alright. Meat's back on the menu, boys! Whirlig's like, oh god, what kind of colony is this? What did I join? You joined something terrible, friend. Something rightfully, righteously horrible. Actually, no, that was fine. There's one other little change I want to make to these entryways. And then I'll call... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Then I'll call it done. Which is just a bullet blocker. So if there are enemies ingressing, they can't shoot into the defenses as easily. It's not super min-maxed or anything like that. It's just enough. Wow, you guys really like your chicken legs. That's what I'm going to call them. Went for the arms and the legs first. So we have a decent amount of people in the colony now, so that rituals are more likely to work, which is great. So once we do Shamblers and Flesh Beasts for shards, maybe I'll try to do both. It depends on how easy we get shards. We can consider Void Provocation, if that's of interest, to try to get some more advanced research options, because we're almost out of advanced research options. We only have Phylophagy, which is to steal experience, Bioferret Generator, and Atmospheric Heater, and at some point we're just going to run out of things to research, so might be a good idea to continue with the Void Provocations if we have the manpower and capacity to do stuff like that. Yeah, Portapain, it's funny that you mentioned that mods betray you again. It's why, like, whenever anyone asks me for any game, what mod should I use? My initial first answer is learn vanilla well. And that way you get to differentiate between what is vanilla and what isn't. Which will help immensely when it comes to, you know, making progress as a player. So that's why my answer is always learn vanilla. What mods should you use? None. Or maybe just UI quality of life ones that help with providing more UI elements. But a lot of what I would have added in for RimWorld at one point in time has now been built into native RimWorld, like color-coded mood bars, sort of, with these like mental break overlay indicators, right? It's becoming easier and easier and easier not to have to add mods to RimWorld, which is honestly just incredible. All right, so the bedrooms are, I would say, done. There's some flooring left to do, but for the most part, they're done. So it is time to, let's do flesh beasts first. So, Avalka, you're the invoker. And then chanters. Yeah. It's a little weird to have GMT be a chanter, but whatever. Slaves can chant. Yeah, another one that got added in was the Vein Miner. That one's awesome. Where you just click and you just go, hey, mine the entire vein. And when you hit cancel, it actually cancels the entire vein. Just chef's kiss. Brilliant. Twisted Obelisk is ready to use again, and Weirlig's going to go use it as soon as he's able. So, flesh beasts are being drawn to us on purpose. So the current priority now is recruit Baz and Ho, replace the walls is done. So, and get shards for a serum lab. Them's the priorities. Oh, you know what I just realized? Let's not destroy that just yet, because I might not have the steel to build a proper high-tech research. Yeah, I don't even have the steel, so I don't want to remove my only lab. That would be a bad idea. So we got some flesh beasts down here to kill. Let's do it. Go on the offensive. And if possible, we can capture tough spikes or butcher them for, you know, I don't really care about the finger spikes because finger spikes aren't worth much for power or for bioferrite, but capturing tough spikes would be nice. You didn't know the cancel part of the Vein Miner, so it's even better than the mod you had built? When RimWorld addresses something, they usually do a pretty good job. Usually because I still hate caravanning, but apart from that, pretty good job. Alright, so there's 2 tough spikes down, and we could, I think they're worth more than the Gore Hulks. Let's see. Bioferrite generation is 2. Bioferrite generation. Oh no! Gore Hulks are better. So we'll keep the Gore Hulk, but we'll get rid of the finger spike. Got it. So I'm going to have you carry that one. Jazz, you are going to go execute this one. Bring up the spot. And then I'm going to kill the other tough spike because I don't have space for it. At some point, you guys will have the opportunity to vote for some additional confinement or containment facilities, but not right now. Whirly, it's time for you to get your mutation. And I like dread leather, so we're also going to pull the tough spikes in for butchering. A flesh whip. I've been getting a lot of arms. Not lungs, not stomachs, just, you know, replacing our arms. That's fine. So the next one I could try is drawing shamblers. We could also do a skip abduction. Who knows? Maybe we get something special. There was a bug that has since been hotfixed, which was a lot of the skip abductions was getting the ideological leaders of other factions. So you could get like the High Stellarch just by chance, which was hilarious, and they have since fixed. But I just find that so funny. It's like, oops, we skip abducted the Stellarch. Kind of a powerful abduction, if you ask me. So the conversion ritual is on cooldown, so we might as well just use the good old-fashioned convert. Carthrain, you're being recruited again, and then Ho, I guess I can just convert you the old-fashioned way. And you're actually, yeah, you're getting there. You were at like 85% when we screwed up the ritual, so you've gone from 85 to 19. That's been fixed? Drat? Yeah, it's been fixed. Also, I would like to try for some more excellent beds with Jazz. Oh, first try. Nice. Because I don't want to spend a lot of time in bed sleeping. Two. No, that'll work. So one here. And one here. You're sad that it was fixed? I mean, I'm sure you could probably, like... I'm sure it's not very hard to figure out the code that was wrong to revert that fix, I guess. So there was an opportunity, now the duplication's off cooldown, to potentially get another Syncophage. But I'm just going to decide not to do that. The reason being, we have a pretty limited amount of blood bags, and we don't have need to scan Syncophages. So I would consider duplicating a Valko or Jazz in the opportunity to then gene rip the Syncophage that we scanned, killing them in the process and potentially getting some interesting genes, but we don't have a scanner yet. I just have a bank. So until it gets voted on that I you know, start to build a Xenogene lab, I'm going to hold off on that. And just leave it. All right. Looks like everybody's ready for another ritual. Let's draw some shamblers to us. Oh, this one only takes 4 chanters. That'll work. And I'm going to force everyone inside until this is over. Where are they? I'm really surprised that Avalka hasn't had any comas. Oh, there they are. Because there's a very high likelihood of comas when it goes wrong. Also, the first thing I want to do is use the Hellcat burner. Well, I'm pretty close to the Ambrosia, but whatever. Whee! Okay, now jump away before you get freaked out from the fire. Good. I only, like, pissed off half of them. That's roughly what I was going for. So let's converge our entire group here. With the ghouls here. And GMT, guess what? You get to tank. Even though you're, like, delicate. And hope that the shamblers have shards. Oh, the other thing I forgot to do is entity. Nope, step. Ah, we got a shard! That was quick. Some of these shamblers are hussars. I've always wondered, does that affect their DPS? Yeah, it actually does. So you have a DPS of 1.9 versus like a non-hussar 1.6. And it's mostly due to the melee levels, because they have their own melee levels. So like hussars on average are going to have a higher melee level because of strong melee genes. Neat. GMT's just standing here as like just blocking the door with his body. It'll be nice to have 3 ghouls again. And we're getting a little lung rot standing here, so I'm gonna back out of here as fast as I can as soon as we're done. Jazz, I'm gonna have you build the serum lab. With that lovely shard that we have. Everyone else, you're off duty, except for Whirlig. Actually, I'm gonna pick on Brandy. Brandy, you are gonna grab... We're probably gonna lose a wooden door, but I'm okay with that. You're gonna grab, Molotov. Where is it? Oh. I never hold it in. Okay. Change of pace. You're gonna drop your bolt action rifle off, and then go get Molotovs. Yeah, I know the door's open. Oh, they are not done. Oh, you guys want round 2? Alright. Alright, Brandy. We'll get pump action shotgun. Now the fire that they're on is not going to be great for our sanguiphages. And I made a hole myself so that we could get through. Valka, can you just put it out? Sorta. Little baby shambler. So cute. Nope, Jazz freaking out. Can't really go anywhere. I don't have high psi focus because I don't have good psi casting abilities, so I don't have enough for more than one water skip. GMT, you're going to put the fire out while we kill the rest. Oh, do you not firefight? No, you firefight. Why aren't you putting fire out that you're standing on top of? Sorry, we're like... Could have done a better job keeping you from getting nibbled. But you're okay. Or is that all everything? Oh no, there's a few left. I think what I'm going to do is actively hunt them. So that we can just get them over with. Unfortunately, because of the Hellcat rifle's fire, it really did a lot. It set a lot on fire. You know what? Maybe this is this calls for just the ghouls to do. I'm pretty sure the ghouls can win this without shooter backup. There's not a ton of shamblers left, and my ghouls are super OP. Randy, you want to go back to Torch and Scorch? So we got the shard that we were looking for, which will allow Jazz to finish up... Oh, we already have the serum lab. Okay, sweet. So let's go ahead and make a ghoul res serum. Make 2 of them, in fact. Awesome. Hi, Madney. Thank you for the kind words. Did I make it look easy? It's just I have a lot of hours, you know? If you had the same amount of hours that I had in this game, I'm sure it would be easy for you. Well, you could make it look easy as well. Okay, so we got 1 shard. It's something. Randy, let's get you to torch some corpse. I didn't mean to forbid the door, just open it. Assume it's going to start raining just from the sheer quantity of junk we've got going on. So I want to get this done before the rain stops me. Yeah, the Ember Azure field. I acknowledged that it was really close to the fire, and I was like, I don't care. So, Valka, let's have you work the serum lab. So for the serum lab, you need twisted meat and bioferrite. We have lots of both. Twisted meat would be butchered entities, and bioferrite comes from harvesting entities. So that we have in spades, which is why the serum for resurrecting ghouls is just super cheap. I love it. I mean, I think it needs to be more expensive because it's so cheap. So then Jazz can come over here, pop this bad boy open, and then grab the serum and just go boom. You use that on our Moxie, and we get Moxie back. Moxie's back with all of the bonuses and benefits, and is only in a coma for 4 hours. It's just that easy. I do think that Major Mildew very likely will be a hostile ghoul if we res him, but I'm still going to try, out of morbid curiosity. Brandy, I'm going to have to wake you up here. Sorry. There's more corpses I want gone. Alright, let's say firefighting is not for Jazz and Avalka anymore. No, don't bury. Storage, none. Can you There you go. I just wanted the corpses like outside of the base so it wouldn't lung rot us. Exotic goods. Sweet. So we have some patches to do. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Death Cult, which originally streamed live on Twitch April 28th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow cultists.